Twisted Fate is flavor of the month right now. If you're playing Wild Rift, you're seeing him almost constantly in the mid lane, and for good reason. He is, in my opinion, the most impactful mid laner. But it's taken a while for him to get popular, because I think he's less spectacular in individual play, more spectacular in organized team play. That means the pros have been playing him for a while. What you're seeing right here is Julie, yes it is pronounced Julie, from esportsTj esports, who are occasionally the best team in Vietnam. They finished 4th place in the Summer Super Cup. And Julie is, to my taste, the best Twisted Fate player in the world. He's very utility-focused. So today we're going to talk about his build and how he plays Twisted Fate, because I think it works very well in solo queue. You see here from his laning, he's the sort of player that's going to sit back and play safe, not take risks. Until his team shows up, then he'll throw out a gold card for them to punish. This is the kind of thing Twisted Fate is really good at, because Twisted Fate gets bonus gold for every minion you kill thanks to his passive. So it's fine if you lose out on a couple of CS in lane. Let's talk runes. You may have already noticed he's running Fleet Footwork, which again benefits this passive play style. He's able to move around the map, generating energized stacks, and then he'll get heals, plus bonus move speed, which makes it easier to land those gold cards when he's getting into fights later on in the game. This works especially well given the build that we're going to get into momentarily. It synergizes with this sort of scaling he wants to do, but it does step away from damage. To mitigate that, here's the second room. I and a couple of other pros run on him. I believe this is what Julie is running as well. Weakness, which of course benefits your entire team. When you land one of those gold cards, your entire team gets 5% more damage. Adaptive Carapace helps you. It makes sure that you can't get burst by a single electrocute stack or anything else during the early game. And then I have 2 different inspiration tree runes that I will alternate between. Pathfinder lets you move across the map a little bit easier, set up those ultimates. Hunter Genius guarantees you're going to get those ultimates more often. Really, it's a question of what kind of game you are looking to have. If you think, based on the compositions, you want to have an earlier game impact, I recommend Pathfinder. If you think based on the compositions you're going lane, I recommend the Hunter Genius rune. With runes out of the way, let's talk items. Your very first item following Julie's build is going to be Rod of Ages. I recommend you start with the Ruby Crystal, because that will get you closer to Catalyst of Aeons, which has the passive you like. The passive is Eternity. That restores mana equal to 15% of the damage you take from champions, and restores health equal to 20% of the mana spent. So, casting spells gives you health, taking damage gives you mana. You're not going to run out of mana, you're not going to run out of health, so long as you stay at poke range, throwing out those spells. It synergizes very well with the way Fleet Footwork wants you to play, which is of course your first rune. Then, if you're far out ahead, you can go for boots before second item. If you're a little bit further behind, I recommend you start with second item, but let's do boots first. The boots are Ionian Boots of Lucidity for this build, just giving you a little bit of ability haste. If you are running Hunter Genius, then you can either prioritize those cooldowns getting very short, or maybe get fancy and pull yourself out some different boots depending on your taste. Once you have the boots, the enchantment is going to be Proto Belt. The Proto Belt gives you a short-range dash that can help you get out of trouble, but also get into range for a gold card. Something else that'll help with range on your gold cards is your second item, which is the most important item in this build, the Rapid Fire Cannon. The Rapid Fire Cannon's main passive overlaps with Fleet Footwork, but its secondary does not. The Rapid Fire Cannon barrel will make those energy stacks charge 25% faster, and your energized attacks have bonus attack range. That increased range lets you throw gold cards from beyond the initiation range of the other team, which makes it absolutely essential to this utility-focused, stun-focused Twisted Fate build. Move on to your third main item now. That is going to be a Rabadon's Death Cap. Rabadon's Death Cap just gives you flat AP in a tremendous amount, and then gives 40% on top of that bonus AP, so it's essential for any mage. You'll catch most mages building as their second or third item. Some mages are building it first item. It is that powerful. Any AP champion should be running a Rabadon's Deathcap. Then, if the game's still going, you can throw in a Lich Bane. Lich Bane's passive makes it ideal to convert all that AP we've been building into your attacks. The way it works is anytime you use an ability, that AP gets added on as bonus damage to your next auto. So, very powerful for this specific build, gets a little bit more gold in there. You'll notice we're still short an item. That extra item is a little bit of a free space on the bingo card. You can throw in whatever you want. Most of the time for me though, it ends up being an Oblivion Orb earlier in the game, because nobody in solo queue builds anti-heal. So if you throw an Oblivion Orb in there, you're a hero, and you do the anti-heal your team doesn't. Sometimes the game goes super late and I just want to put a GA in there. It's not ethical, but I enjoy teleporting into the back of the team at the start of a fight and regenerating my HP towards the end of a fight to throw in another gold card after dying. And that's it. That's the build. So go forth and conquer mid lane like one of the best in the world. My name is TJ. Thanks for watching.